Have you gained weight recently?
What? No, I haven't.
Actually, I prefer girls who are skinny. Let's break up.
If I lose weight, will you stay? Please don't say that.
People seem to focus on slim girls with good figures. She, who always considered herself to have an average build, probably never dreamed that she'd get dumped by her boyfriend because of her body type. 2 years later. She's eating just salad again? Why? Hey, Yua, isn't that too little for lunch?
It's fine. I'm not hungry.
You're gonna get sick. Being too skinny isn't healthy.
I always feel good. Besides, don't girls look better the skinnier they are?
Who told you that? It's unhealthy! I'm Tomoya Kato, and was concerned about my classmate Yua Kato.
Thanks for caring, but really, I'm fine.
I was drawn to Yua's smile and caring nature, but her skinniness was always on my mind. You sure you're fine? I always take care of my dad since it's just us. Maybe I'm too worried.
Probably.
But you should still eat more.
Did you finish the math homework?
Changing the topic again? I got to know Yua soon after starting high school when we were seated next to each other. Her friendly nature eased my anxiety of the new environment. Before I knew it, I had feelings for her. One day, something big happened. This can't be happening!
You're becoming my stepbrother?
I never saw this coming. Did you?
Nope, I'm just as shocked.
Right. It'll be livelier with more family around.
Indeed.
Let's live happily together.
Right, what should I wear for our honeymoon?
Let's have a fashion show and decide. Have I ever seen my dad this happy? Probably not since I got into high school. I knew he was marrying a woman with a daughter. After Mom passed 12 years ago, Dad raised me with all his heart. I'm genuinely happy for him. But I never imagined that my stepsister would be Yua. From now on, I mustn't view Yua as a woman. I must suppress my feelings and make an effort to see her as my sister, right? 1 month after our introductions, it's my first morning living with Yua.
Good morning.
Good morning. So when I wake up, you will be here.
It's strange, isn't it?
We're the same age, but technically I'm now your brother. I guess I should act more like a brother. That's it! Yua, let's have breakfast together.
I don't eat in the morning.
What are you saying? You always eat so little for lunch, so you should at least eat breakfast.
It's fine. I eat at night, and I'm not hungry now. But I still don't need breakfast.
Then at least take the lunchbox our mom made for you.
The school cafeteria salad is enough.
Yua left for school ahead of me. Why is Yua so insistent on not eating?
I'm also concerned. I've told Yua many times to eat, but she's so stubborn. I keep making her lunch every day, hoping she'll eat it someday. You know, in middle school, she wasn't as skinny as she is now. She used to love eating back then.
Was there something that triggered this change?
It seems she was dumped by a boy she dated because he told her he prefers thinner girls. I guess that's when Yua started to change.
If that's the case, then Yua can't accept herself until she's thin. This is a deep-seated issue for her, which makes it difficult. But she needs to overcome her past trauma and gain confidence in herself. This sounds like a job for a meddlesome stepbrother like me. I immediately took action for Yua's sake. Yua, take a look at this.
What's this? 64%?
Alright, here's a question. What do you think this number represents?
I can't guess with so little information.
The correct answer is the percentage of male students who prefer slightly chubby girls. I took a survey of 100 boys in our grade, asking if they prefer chubbier or slimmer girls. This is the result.
Why did you do this? Did you by any chance hear something from Mom?
I was worried about you, so I asked our mom. So don't blame her, okay?
But you only surveyed the boys in our grade, right? Maybe the boys in our grade are just an anomaly.
Don't be so down on yourself. Actually, I saw photos of you from middle school.
Stop it, that's embarrassing!
I think the Yua from back then was better. You're too thin now. Moreover, there's no need to be trapped by the words of a guy who would break up over body shape.
I didn't ask for your preference. Don't badmouth my ex-boyfriend. He just prefers thin girls. It can't be helped. It's my fault for not being able to fit his preference.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything bad about your ex-boyfriend. I didn't want you to blame yourself, so I ended up saying something unnecessary. But I don't want you to be down on yourself when you have so many good qualities. Someone who recognizes your worth will surely come along. There will definitely be someone who accepts the natural you.
Okay.
I can't tell if Yua was convinced by my words or not, but I realized that the issue with her ex-boyfriend runs deep for her. Knowing it might be none of my business, the next day, I approached a female friend of Yua's from middle school to ask about the guy who dumped her. Turns out, he was surprisingly in the same high school.
Why are you asking about something so old now? Are you her current boyfriend?
No, I'm her stepbrother. Yua has been dieting excessively because of what you said to her. I want her to stop.
Now that you mention it, I did notice she was unusually thin when I saw her recently. Was that because of me?
What did you say?
Hey, stop it!
Yua is still suffering because of your words. Apologize to her.
For starters, she confessed to me, and I went out with her just out of curiosity, as I'd never dated a girl before. But it got tiresome, and I thought that if I blamed it on her body type, she'd break up with me more easily. I just said something random as the reason.
Tell her directly what you just said and apologize. Otherwise, Yua's health will be seriously at risk. Meet on the school rooftop after school today. It's an order. Later that afternoon, I brought Yua to the rooftop, telling her I had something to discuss.
Huh? What's going on?
The words I said back in our third year of middle school were a lie. I casually dated you, but it became tiresome for me. I thought if I used your physique as an excuse, it'd be an easy breakup. I never actually thought you were overweight. I said horrible things, and I'm sorry. I realized maybe dating girls isn't for me. I didn't mean to completely negate you, but I ended up hurting you.
Upon hearing this, Yua broke down in tears. That night, delicious! I'm truly a culinary genius. With Dad and Mom on their honeymoon trip from today, I'll be in charge of cooking for a while. What's the matter? Envious of the hamburger steak?
Not really.
Don't be stubborn, try a bit. Mom told me that hamburger steak is your favorite.
But hamburger steak is...
If you're worried about calories, just exercise afterward. I'll join you. So eat a little bit.
Okay. It's delicious.
Right?
By the way, between someone who's a bit chubby and someone who's thin, which do you prefer?
I obviously prefer someone a bit chubby. Someone who enjoys my cooking and finds it delicious. Chubby people will save the world.
Is that so? Maybe I'll eat a bit more often.
That's right, eat up.
Thanks for today.
If you want a hamburger steak, I'll make it any time.
Not that. I meant for finding my ex and bringing him to me.
Oh, that. I thought I might have overdone it, but I wanted him to apologize when I found out you had the wrong idea. I thought it would be better for you.
I was really surprised. I never imagined you'd go that far. Even though he dumped me, knowing the truth makes me feel relieved. I'm even thinking now that it was good he dumped me if he wasn't serious. Once I knew the truth, I suddenly felt hungry. This is delicious. There's no more left, is there?
From then on, Yua gradually began eating more. Her facial expression started to change, and her personality became brighter. Then, one day...
This is so embarrassing. I bet Tomoya is watching too.
Swimming lessons are the best, right? That's Yua over there, isn't it? She's just too hot. What? I think I might try and get a look from the front again. The boys in our class couldn't take their eyes off Yua, who now had a voluptuous and healthy physique. Just because Yua is too cute doesn't mean you can stare at her so much. For now, Yua is my sister. I won't accept your gaze. Don't get so mad, man. Isn't it normal to want to look at something beautiful and cute? Didn't you just call her too hot? Instead, look at my magnificent physique. No way! You won't get away.
Whoa, stay away! You look so rough!
What on earth is Tomoya doing? I thought he might be a little flustered because of me, but boys chasing each other around? They're such children. Wait, why am I even thinking this? We're siblings after all. But I can't keep going on like this. Maybe it's better if... Tomoya!
Oh, you, heading home together?
Before that, take responsibility. It's because you fed me nutritious food that everyone's looking at me weirdly now.
Even if that's the case, how am I supposed to take responsibility?
Take responsibility by marrying me.
Marriage?
Well, I think jumping straight to marriage is a bit much, so let's start off by dating.
We're siblings!
We're not blood related, so it's okay to date. There are movies and manga where siblings date each other. There's no problem with it. And so, please take responsibility in that way.
Yua left, her face beet red. That didn't seem like a joke or a passing comment. She looked serious. Does she really have feelings for me? She wouldn't tell someone she doesn't have feelings for to date her, right? That's right. Before our parents remarried, I had feelings for Yua. We're siblings now, but I forgot that I've been suppressing these feelings. Why did we have to become step-siblings if we weren't? The next day.
The lunch you made is delicious, Tomoya.
I'm glad to hear that. You two get along well for siblings.
Actually, we're not siblings, but a couple.
Huh? That can't be right. Yua just likes making jokes. Yeah, I figured. Suddenly, Yua started acting like she was my girlfriend. Even though I kept telling myself we're siblings, deep down, I want to see Yua as the opposite gender. I can't strongly deny Yua because of that.
Hey,
Wait, you're too close. What if someone sees us?
who cares? Publicly, we are siblings after all.
Not just publicly, we are siblings, right?
Is it really impossible after all? I've been interested in Tomoya even before we lived together, but living together made me realize it was love. But we're siblings now, so being pushy like this is bothering you, right?
To be honest, even before we became siblings, I liked you. But now I'm suppressing those feelings.
Tomoya, let's be honest and tell our parents. Then we can decide what to do next.
Yeah, let's do that. Wait!
Let's just walk home, hand in hand, without hiding anymore. From now on, I'll be true to my feelings. After all, you're someone who accepts the real me. So, okay?
Yeah, all right. I'll talk to our parents. I wonder how our parents will react when I confess our feelings to them. I was scared. Several days after our parents returned from their honeymoon. Huh? What's with the long faces? Yua says she can't see you as her brother anymore. She's seriously in love with you.
Sorry for speaking on my own, but Tomoya, you weren't saying anything, so I couldn't wait any longer. That's why I spoke up. I understood that it's not a half-hearted feeling.
So, Tomoya, how do you respond? I also love Yua. I've always loved her even before the two of you remarried, so I can't see her as just a sister. I see. Then, you two can do as you wish. What? Our household believes in freedom. Before we remarried, we thought such a thing might happen. So I discussed it with your mother in advance. She feels the same way. Is it okay to be so casual about this? I was prepared to get punched or something. Well, both your mother and I have a different view from the general public.
To be more precise, we've been there before.
What do you mean? Your mother and I were also step-siblings.
What?
We were separated by our parents and gave up on becoming lovers. It was heartbreaking. Then I met Tomoya's real mother, and we lived happily after getting married. But she passed away due to an illness 12 years ago. After that, I solely focused on raising Tomoya and working.
We bumped into each other by chance 2 years ago. Then we learned that both of us lost our spouses to illnesses.
It seems we were destined. That's why I approve of the two of you being true to your feelings. Knowing this hidden truth about our parents, I felt even more strongly about cherishing Yua. That night, Yua and I prepared dinner to give our busy parents a break.
How is it?
Amazing. You said you weren't good at cooking, but you've managed to wrap the egg perfectly. But writing I love you is quite deep.
Why? Is it weird to convey love to our parents and to you?
It's not weird, just embarrassing.
From now on, I'll help more with household chores. It'll reduce your burden. And since Dad and Mom are busy with work, if we cooperate, it'll make the entire family happier, right?
That'd be really helpful.
More than anything, I want to make you happy.
Is that so? Wait, you, that's not okay!
It's fine. Dad and Mom are both in the bath right now. And if I don't take the initiative, we won't move forward.
Hey! And so, having successfully broken through the sibling barrier, we began our journey as a couple, promising each other a future together.